Okay everyone, now I want to do the lighting for this image. So as usual, let me start with the skin. I create a new layer for our light. I'll name it light and I'll clip it. We've already determined where our light will be bouncing. That's why we did the shadow. So now it's just to select the kind of light, and I will be using the method we used in one of our previous lessons where I used the linear dodge style. For that, I want to select a very warm bright light, something like this. Imagine if it is a kind of a sunny day. So we'll go to our color. Like I said, we always want it to be HSB slide. We can do that by clicking this drop down, this tree icon here, and it's HSB slide. So what we want to do now, because this is too bright by the time we use it, we want it to come to somewhere here. That's our brightness. Then we want our saturation to increase. Pay attention to this edge here. With what we see at this edge shows us the kind of light color that it will be. If it's like this, you see it's a bit reddish. We don't want that. If it's like this, we are going to white. So somewhere here, I think I would manage. And the good thing with this, since it's on its own layer, we can always adjust it by changing the color using hue or saturate. So let me still use something bright. So this looks like what we want to achieve. So I think the most pronounced object here for the light to hit is our nose. If you're wondering why is it so dark, let me put it to linear dodge. You could see how bright it has been. So we look out for everywhere that seems bulgy, like this aspect too. It's on the highest. I don't want it to be on the highest level, so let me make my opacity to be 52. I forgot to make it that. I rather like to increase it as we go. For places like this, I like to use my smudge to smudge it. All the sharp edges that we do, I use my smudge brush to smudge it. Okay, this is what we have here. So she kind of looks too bright, so we could either reduce what we've done here, our lights, or we go to image, adjustment, hue and saturate, and try to change the color. You can see if it's this way, it's looking somehow. So we can compare. Then some other aspects I may still add. what we have to be bright. For the lips too, so I will do this process with the other parts of the body, another parts and like the clothes and all. So I may have to speed this up while I do it. Okay, everything is looking much better with the exception of the hair. I'll have to leave the hair for last because it's kind of tricky. The next lesson, let's go into doing our secondary lights, which include our bounce light, rim light, and we can add some highlights and shades.